Poker's an honest trade. Only suckers buck the tiger. The odds are all on the house.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Nerd Doozies Poker podcast. I'm here with myself and Brian, not the man, Keane. We have a special guest we're going to get to in a minute who's now been on the show before, and we'll talk a little bit about some special news. But first, shout out to our sponsor. Brian, you want to tell them a little bit about them?
Oh, dude, you're throwing me under the bus here. You want me to talk about my sponsor? Geez, Great Harbor Digital media company.
The Great Harbor.
Doing big things for people out there, getting their advertising game up speed. Hold on a second here. Let me get my
We also have Great Harbor Digital is now sponsoring a Capital One shopping ad that you can check out on all our Nerd Enthusiast blog now, and you can get some bonus sign-up points and all kinds of cool stuff, save money on shopping, and those links are going to be on every one of our blogs going forward, thanks to Great Harbor Digital as well, and they are top-notch. Brian, can tell you maybe a little bit more?
So if you don't know already about Great Harbor Digital, it's a performance digital advertising agency that works with the top brands, like we already mentioned, Capital One, Shopping, Honey, and Lotto.com. Some of the other other entities they work with, Let's Go Adulting. We actually have talked about Let's Go Adulting before. We did a giveaway with them through our previous podcast where we gave away a $100 Amazon gift card to one of our lucky followers out there. But following up with the Capital One shopping app, if you don't know how it works, essentially it's a media browser that downloads to your computer, or there's a smartphone app, and it'll actually do all the research for you in regards to finding the best possible deal for whatever items that you're looking for. So if you open up the app, you go through the search engine, the item that you're looking for, it'll search all the web, all the entities out there, Walmart, Target, Amazon, and it will find you the best possible price for the product that you're looking for. It's ideal. I use it all the time just to kind of help save an extra bit of money. And with the holidays coming up, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. So you're helping us out. Go to all our pages, download the link, download the app through our link on our pages. We get a little bit of kickback for that, and like Anthony already said, it'll help you save money for the holidays with some of your shopping needs. So
check it out. All right, let's get to it. So back yet again, the head honcho at Borgata Poker over there, Kellie, has made some time for us. She kind of leaked it last time, and there's been a lot going on, which I want to play a little catch-up to get up to this. But the Borgata Winter Open is happening January. We have all the details we're going to go over. So, Kellie, how's it going? Because I know it's been a crazy couple months at Borgata and MGM World and just getting us on the podcast. So I know it's been crazy.
No, I mean, everything's super cool here. Just status quo, trucking along.
Yeah, we last time we were on, we were talking about the Fall Open, and then I know it got pushed back because of all the hacks and all the cyber stuff. Now, are you guys all up to speed now and everything's good after all those hacks and everything?
We'll roll out on Monday. So Fall mini-series rescheduled for this coming Monday, right? Maybe this will drop on Monday, so it might be literally tomorrow kind of thing. And we'll see how it rolls out. It's unfortunate to have to reschedule anytime, but really happy that it was a reschedule instead of just we're not going to do that. So really psyched to see everybody that was going to come out in September. Hopefully come on out next week to support, and it should be good. It'll be a fun little test run leading up into January.
Yeah, I think once this news drops about what we're about to go over, it's going to see a lot of excitement. And, I'm looking forward to personally coming out. I'm going to be out there Saturday. I've already pre-registered online. Don't worry. I've already on one of the sign-ups for next Saturday for the $200K guarantee. So I will be out there for the fall series for sure. And but I'm really looking forward. As soon as you sent us the email, Brian saw it. I'm in the middle of, I'll say a lunch break. I was on a lunch break, and I'm like going through the schedule. I'm like, all right, what day can I go? Can I go this day? Yes, this day. So me and Brian have already been like dissecting this schedule. Don't worry, we did not leak it anywhere else, but we've already been dissecting our own schedules to be like, all right, what days can we go? What days can we play? I was very excited to see. So I guess without
Awesome.
further ado, do you want to tell us what we got here? What's coming up in January?
We've got Borgata Winter Poker Open, right? 100%. It's powered by BetMGM Poker. They've always been our exclusive online registration and online qualifier partner. They've done a great job. We're dropping the entire schedule. It should drop today. So it is 42 events, 22 main events, 20 secondaries. Going to go January 2nd to January 26th. We're going to drop $10 million in guarantees, which is pretty cool. We're pretty excited about that, obviously. I could not have asked for more support from everyone here in the building, especially after last January's return. The return, it was so successful. They absolutely said, let's do it again. Let's do it in that space. And we've really kind of picked additional items that we said, we think this is going to be really cool here. We think that's going to be really cool there. And so we'll be leaking these out as we kind of go on, leading up to the January Open. We'll drop some cool events in between, some need to knows as you need to know them. And I'm just really excited to see everybody back. I think I shipped out a save the date tweet, right? 10 days ago or 9 days ago. And it was just outrageous, just the interaction I got from a save the date tweet. So it's really, really cool to see how many people are excited about Poker Open coming back to Borgata. And I hope you guys have had a chance to see the schedule. I hope it's everything that players have hoped for. I hope we have something for everyone, and that it's just really great to be back in Jersey in the middle of January playing some poker again.
I will tell you. Go ahead, Brock.
No, so it's funny you say that, because I think shortly after you dropped that like little subtle hint, and this just kind of goes to show that I know that there are people out there paying attention to us here at Near Enthusiast. A couple of people that were followers of mine from the show DM me, and they're like, "Yo, you have any details about the Borgata Winter Open? Like I'm an insider now. Like, did anything come out? Like, well, listen, I feel special." And like, obviously, I'm like, nah, man. You know, I haven't heard anything. You know,
You are special. You're special.
but I'm hoping to, you know, get the exclusive, and then lo and behold, we get the email from you and Anthony. We set this whole thing up. So, but yeah, just looking at the initial schedule, we'll go over some of the prime events. Like, this is like a pre-COVID Winter Open that everyone has been like anxiously waiting for from Borgata. And I think as soon as this drops, people are just going to be like, man, like people are going to be excited for this one for sure.
Kellie, I got to throw out a recommendation, because I know you're on Twitter, but you're not like a huge Twitter person.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to throw out a recommendation. You need to tweet more, because this is why. That tweet you put out, I'm looking at it right now because I noticed the other day. I was like, holy crap. That tweet you put out just on the 4th about the Winter Open with the image, it got 33,000 views on it. So, like, people are watching and seeing what you're saying. So, yes. And even the ones you put since then have got almost 2,000 each views. So, like, you got to tweet. Just throw it out there, because people are watching what you're saying.
100%.
I'm such a rookie, though. Like, it was maybe last week I realized, you know, you get these notifications and you look and it's a comment and you're like, what is this person commenting on? How do I find out? And I didn't realize, I just learned that you can like click it and then you just have to scroll down and it's like above the comment. And I was like, oh my God. Like, this, okay, whatever.
And
so
listen,
it's just mad about Twitter.
Well, hold on a second. We got to get with the times. It's X now. It's not.
Yeah. Whatever.
So we're showing our age.
What am I doing?
By calling it.
What if I'm not tweeting? I
don't know. You're Xing, I guess.
You're Xing, yes.
I don't know. I guess that's what it's called now.
It'll always be Twitter to me. It's just
like
100%. All right, so BWO. You know, people want to know, right? So what do we got? We got 4 major anchor events, right? Week 1 is going to see the return of the kickoff events. It's got a $2 million guarantee on it. We're going to put what are we putting on there? An $800 price tag, right? Nice. $800 price tag, $2 million guarantee. correct me if I'm wrong on that one, guys.
Yeah, that's it. Five. We got five.
Yeah,
We got five flights. Yep.
Yep. So it's a 5-day event. We're going to live stream that final table. Not only are we going to live stream that final table, we're going to live stream all 4 anchor events. So this series, we're going to see 9 total live streams, and I'll get to the extras a little bit later. But obviously the kickoff event, BWO 2020, it was amazing. We saw over 4,000 people register through that event. We anticipate somewhere around that same number. Maybe we'll get to 5. Who knows? We do have that many flights. We can certainly make it. Week 2, people loved Almighty in May. We loved Almighty in May. People loved the Almighty stack. So we are going to bring back a tiny Almighty. It's just going to have a $1 million guarantee with a $500 buy-in, right? So we're going to see our first $500 buy-in tournament. Which I really had to put my dukes up for that one, but we got it on the schedule, so I'm psyched about that. We'll do 5 flights on that one too. Also a live stream final table. Week 3, when we looked at the return, everyone loved the mystery bounty, and it was funny because when I said save the date, people were like, well, there better be a mystery bounty. Well, there better be Almighty. And I got to just be like, okay, sure, you got it, because they were all there. It was like amazing. But 2,200, same price as last year. Last year we had, I think we had day 1A and day 1B. So 2 flights, and it was on the same day, right? So like people had to rush to get here. It was the 2nd of January. So we said this year we're going to add a flight and we're going to make them single days. So we'll do 1 flight on Monday, 1 flight on Tuesday, 1 flight on Wednesday. So we should see an even bigger and better prize pool. And bigger and better prize pools mean bigger and better guarantees. So last year we did a $1 million guarantee. This year we're going to do a $2 million guarantee. Last year we did a $250,000 top mystery brownie prize. This year we're going to do a $500,000. So we branded it the $500,000 mystery. And I thought maybe, is that cheesy? But then I was like, no, I think that's super cool, right? Why not? Do it.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So week 4, we'll see, of course, Borgata Winter Poker Open Championship, a 5-day no limit hold'em championship event, 5,300, $3 million, just great championship poker, like what our players have been used to playing here at Borgata, 60s, 90s, just really good long days, and really excited about that. So, and of course we have, that doesn't add up, right, to 10 million. So we took the extra 2 million and we sprinkled it through the whole thing, right? And so we're really excited about all of the other kind of ins and outs that we have, like the week that we have the mystery. We've done a lot of mixed events that week. I think we have a hose, we have an Omaha high-low 8 or better, and we have a PLO championship with a 100K guarantee. The first week we have a deep stack at night. We're bringing back our deepest series over 3 weekends or 3 nights, right? We're going to increase buy-ins, increase chip stacks, increase guarantees. So I think it's like a 225 total there over the 3 events, 225,000 guarantee, which is pretty cool. We're going to do some big bounty events. So we did a standalone Borgata Big Chip Bounty, got like 550 players. So definitely drop that here. And then we said, wouldn't it be cool for players to have an opportunity to play like a monster stack Big Chip Bounty? So we added that into the structure. So it's actually going to see a 60K starting stack with that $500 bounty on a Saturday. Really cool. I can't wait to see how successful that is. And then, of course, we have our Saturday series. First week, 100K. Second week, 200K. What else am I missing, you guys?
I mean, the thing that stood out to me.
That I didn't mention?
How
about wrap up? Did you guys see my mini mystery on the end?
Yes. That was what stood out, is that, a lot of the complaints that we had gotten in the past just about East Coast poker was they weren't really affordable for those lower bankrolls for people that were trying to play, within reason, Obviously coming off the holidays, it's kind of tough to go right into January, leaving Christmas and shelling out a ton of money, which was kind of what The only negative side of what happened with the return, because a lot of the buy-ins were like kind of pricey, but this, it is something for every bankroll.
Yeah.
Like no one can complain about this because there are things that are affordable for your, not so serious poker player that's not looking to dump a lot of money into, basically a coin flip, for them essentially. But yes, absolutely that mini mystery bounty that stands out. A lot more affordable than the $500,000. And I think that a lot of people.
But you're not going to win $500,000 in that.
No, I know. But I think a lot of people will be happy that they'll have an opportunity to participate in a mini mystery bounty because they are all the craze right now in the poker world. Like everyone loves these things, and making them a little bit more affordable for your, average player is great. I think that was a really nice addition to the schedule. What about you, Ant?
Yeah, so a couple of things that I liked specifically is I like that you have a bunch of like one-day events mixed in there as well because, for me and Brian and other guys and girls that are working, like it is hard to do like multi-days sometimes. As much as I would love to be able to do multi-days all the time, some days it's just hard and I still want to get some games and tournaments in. So having a one-day event where it's like, okay, I know I'm only going to miss one day of work, I can schedule it or I can just set it because I got the kids stuff going on and work and home. And so I think there's a lot of rec players out there that appreciate those one-day events. So the fact that you have those deepest series, I always love those. I know, Brian, I think you won one of those, right? The one that you won, was that a deep stack one day?
We're going back years.
No, but I'm saying that's what that was, right?
Oh, please, you're not even that old. How long are we going back? Stop it.
No, this is going back.
Going
back a while, but yeah.
It was
the last event of that series. Yeah.
Yeah, I always loved those deep stack like one day events. They were just great. Like you just knew, like I have my whole schedule. I can go down for a day if I have to get a room for the night, or whatever. And I think there's a lot of those mixed in here, which are great. So you have, like Brian said, you have a little bit, and also a couple other things. I see that the charity series is coming back, which is awesome. I'm a firm believer in you always got to give something back. So the fact that you guys are doing something like that is awesome.
Absolutely.
And I saw that you guys have some mixed games in there, like the Palomar Omaha and the horse without the Raz, but that's okay. And you got the high low. So you got to mix. It's like old school, and I'm very excited for it. It's got a taste of everything. I have already been trying to dissect the schedule of like when I can get out there. I've already like eyed up at least a couple events that I know that I definitely can make appearances for. So I'm really stoked about trying to get out there for those. But there's such a good mix of everything, and I really think you guys did a great job of putting this there. I think you're going to be.
It really was super important to us. And when we looked at it I can't tell you how many back and forths I had with some of the poker pros in the area. Darren Elias has been a huge help for me in building this. Joe McKeenan has been amazing. Vinny Pelusian, who's a local pro here in Jersey. Tons of respect for that guy, man. They've just been fantastic in the back and forth discussions on what really works. And I think, we get a different kind of perspective from every player that we talk to. And when we looked at the schedule, we wanted to make sure that we built something. They say if you build it, they will come, right? But like you said, Ant, not everybody can come every day. But some people could come and say, I want to stay there 24 days, or I want to stay there. Maybe I can only go 2 weeks. And so this is the 2-week period that I really love. Or maybe it's the 2 weeks in the middle. And maybe their main event is the mystery bounty because they can't kick that championship, right? So they come for just that 500 almighty, and the mystery is their championship. Maybe they come in the first 2 weeks because there's no way they could even consider touching a 2200. And so we just really thought about that and really thought about what does that look like for a player who's here for 7 days or 14 days or 24 days straight, and what does it look like for the recreational player that can only get down here on the weekends, or that can't afford those weekend events and going to hop into that weekend warrior qualifier on Thursday night so that they can blow out the 3 events on the weekend or the 2 events on the weekend. And leading up into the championship week, obviously the week of the Mystery Bounty, it's 2,200. So what are we giving to our little rec? We're giving smaller buy-in events with the deepest series, right? We're giving you multiple qualifiers, multiple ways to win, into the 8 max that weekend, into the 6 max that weekend, into the championship the following week. So we really want to give players something to do here and something to play here, even though there's a $5,300 event going on in the next room that they would never even consider buying into at that level, right? And so I think 16 different opportunities to qualify for events, 7 of which are going to win our players into the championship is great for as little as $265. I know a lot of people don't like 1 in 20s, but hey, for $265, I think it's a great shot, right? The biggest thing for us was how do we accommodate all the things that our professionals do want when they make a trip, right? Because nobody wants to travel for one event. Nobody wants to travel for one championship event. I mean, all of our events at the Opens, all of our main events are going to report to GPI and Hendon Mob for all of those brackets. But they've always loved the 6 max events, and that was really big for them. And I knew that if we brought back a Winter Poker Open and we didn't bring back a 6 max before that championship, that piece, something was going to be missing. And so we figured out a way, and we planned it to where we could go from mystery to an 8 max 2,100 with a 300K to a 1,500 6 max with a 200K, and take $500,000 and drop it just onto that weekend in, like you said, a 2-day event, so that someone taking just off the weekend, that's what their window looks like. Like, this is what I can play at Borgata here. And hopefully that really feels good for everybody that looks at that schedule, that everybody that looks at this schedule says, this is what I can't wait to do, or this is going to be perfect for my life. We hope it kicks ass.
Yeah,
Absolutely going to. Like, it is.
it's not, you're gonna, like I was about to say, you're gonna be, I know you move nonstop already as it is. You're gonna be nonstop for literally 2 weeks there. It's just gonna be crazy. So just touch on that a little bit. I know you brought it up. So same thing like the return, using the main poker room and then the upstairs, the side space that they used last year again.
Yeah, so it's not really a side space. It's kind of like a ballroom, just so you know.
Okay.
No, but it is. It's a pretty big space. We can fit 40 tables up there. So we'll have 40 tables up in the Central Conference Center, and then we'll have the expansion of the additional 13 games here in the room. So that's 86 tables. So in between our live and our tournament games, I'll have 126 tables. And that was another thing in designing this schedule, right? Because when we're utilizing our poker room space, we can't just say, oh, well, all of the tables are for tournament this month, and live players, even though you're completely loyal and you're here every day of the year, sorry, I don't have any games for you today. So we really had to try to figure out, when we plan the schedule, hey, are we going to have 20 games on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday that we can dedicate to cash? And are we going to be able to fulfill this tournament's needs with the remaining 106 tables? And if we couldn't, whether it was day 2s or day 3s coming back, or 4 p.m. kickoffs or 7 p.m. qualifiers, we pulled a little something out of the schedule or replaced it with something that we thought would take up less space. And so if you look back to 2020 or 2019, you may see 6 or 7 different events running on a Saturday, and you're not going to see that in this Open. You're going to see 1 or 2, maybe a third. I think I might have squeezed in a third in a couple of spots. But we kind of hope that our players pop out of the tournaments and cross over into our live play as well, instead of just doing a revenue exchange to make our tournament players happy.
Yeah, and I think that you need those cash. Obviously it makes money per room, but you need that too, because there's a lot of players that actually are not tournament players, and they're just going to come down because they know there's going to be all those cash games. There's everyone busting out of tournaments coming over to cash. So
right.
A lot of cash grinders look forward to these weeks too, because that's their bread and butter weeks.
All that juicy, right?
Yeah.
That's what
well, now that you brought that up, it's something that I saw in Kellie's email to us that I kind of piqued my interest. You talked about other live stream events, cash game players. Do you want to talk about those additional live stream events that you guys are going to have going on?
Yeah. So this is kind of my baby. And, it's one of those things where you're like, okay, either this is going to be fabulous or it's going to be like a total bust. And I'm kind of hoping it's the former and not the latter. But, players are really used to seeing our live championship events live streamed, right? If there's not a live stream, players are like, what's going on? And so this time around, we didn't just want to live stream the championship. We wanted to live stream all 4 anchor events. And so what that did is that gave us an opportunity to look for a space in the building where our live stream dream team could set up a really cool space, and that space would remain there for the duration of the 24 days. And that entails Guerrilla Gaming does all of our live streams. I love them. They're great guys. They do a great product. They do a great job. And they're going to come out, they're going to move in, they're going to set up, and they're going to be here 24 days. And so why waste all 24 days with just 4 live stream final tables for tournaments, which are awesome and great and cool, but what else could we do? So when we looked at the schedule, we said, you know what, we could do a live stream event each week that kind of coincided with whatever the tournaments were that were going on. And so the first week for the kickoff event, we are going to live stream for the first time in the history of Borgata and the state of New Jersey. We are going to live stream a 2-5 no limit hold'em event. And I say it's an event because here in the state of New Jersey, we're going to have to play with tournament chips, but they're going to be $1, $5, $25, and $100 tournament chips. And it'll be $1,000 buy-in for $1,000 in tournament chips. And it'll be a 6-hour session. And the way you're going to win your seat is you can play 2-5 here the Wednesday and Thursday night before, and we're going to lucky seat it. If you lucky seat in, you go to the cage, you buy in, it's $1,000, right? We're going to do 8 players, probably 3 or 4 alternates. Everybody's going to get up +2 on a guest list to come down and railbird in this gorgeous area that we've set up. It'll be open bar and appetizers and all the cool stuff that, you would love to have for your live stream event and for
That's
us
awesome.
to kind of cheer you on. So the second week of the event, is my ladies championship that weekend. So I thought, what a great night to do a ladies only. They'll probably play 2-5 as well, but I'll probably make it 255 so that we can have some pink chips on the game because I'm
That's cool.
kind of a pink fan.
Yeah.
But all female cast, all female commentators, of course. The following week, we'll do either a 5-5 PLO or 10-10 PLO the same week as the PLO championship. So that's perfect, right? And then the final week, we'll do a big game while all the big players are here for the championship. And so I just hope these are really cool experiences. And obviously, you guys know content is king, right?
Yeah,
content is
absolutely.
what you put out on social media lives forever. And so we've, upped our packages. We've got sound editors and videos, and everybody's going to have their own mic. And we just want to make it just freaking cool. That's really what my goal is. I just want it all to be super cool and super fun and super exciting for our players that come for the events, especially like first week, right? 2-5 no limit. Have you ever seen a 2-5 no limit game streamed? Like they're like, I'm going to waste my time. 2-5 no limit is our bread and butter here.
Yeah.
Like I love our 2-5 no limit games. They are some of the juiciest. I hate to overuse that word, but they are
It's true, though. You're right.
They are.
great. And if Borgata, I always say, like, if Borgata should be known for something, it should be for our tournaments and for our 2-5 games. And so, I'm going to stream a 2-5 game. But yeah, I think it's going to be really cool.
Kellie, where are they streaming that on? Twitch, YouTube, or where's that going to be?
All of the things, right? And so wherever we lost our Borgata Poker blog, which I'm very sad about. It was set up through some other channels, through, passwords, et cetera, that are no longer available. So we don't have that. We haven't signed a contract with an organization yet, but obviously we will have a poker news organization to cover the duration of the event, and push out those player counts and those redraws and all of that good stuff that happens with that. But as far as the streams go, they normally go up on YouTube. They live there forever, right? They used to go on Twitch, but I don't want to say it's going to be able to be found somewhere yet until they get all of those links up.
Okay.
Once those links are up and running, then we'll be able to share those with everybody for sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it because obviously I can't get down there every single day, but I'll definitely be able to have my phone or computer and watch, so and some downtime if I'm at home or something's going on, I know I can at least like tune in. And it's also cool too because we're local, so a lot of the players we kind of know, so like it's cool to like see some people that on the live stream. It's not just like the major super celebrities, like these are like East Coast people, and it's like people can relate to that, like, oh, I played with that guy before, I know him, and so that's cool. And the ladies, those streams always do great, so you'll have fun with that, and that will be awesome. I'm sure that will be a good turnout as well. So
so that was only 8, right? Am I missing one live stream? I am missing one live stream, right?
So you have 4 written down there, you said, and then the 4 final tables I have here in front of me. I don't have a 9th one.
So our 9th one is our partners at BetMGM Poker. They're going to run a championship event, their own poker open during our poker open, so that players can play online while they're playing in person, or if there's nothing to rent, here. And that final table is going to hybrid in the next day and play in person on the live stream.
Oh, nice. See that?
Okay, yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see that now. So you got the hybrid event.
And you have an online series that's coming in conjunction with the Winter Poker Open. So like for those online grinders out there that are afraid to leave their little cubby holes, make it to the live felt. They're going to stay behind their computers and try and ship stacks there. So I have it here, nightly series running from January the 10th through the 21st. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. So see that, guys?
I think they're going to do like 15. I think somewhere between 10 and 15, right? And they're going to do, I know their main event is like $1,000 buy-in. So it's not a joke, right? And I think they're probably putting a massive guarantee on it for a hybrid. I think it's just going to be really cool. I think it'll be super. They always do fun stuff, though. They're also going to start December 3rd. They'll start open registration for all of the events for January 2nd, so you'll be able to buy in early. You'll also be able to win your seat. I think they said for as little as $2. Like, they are not messing around. So $2, you can get into the anchor events for BWO. So there's no way somebody could say, like, there's no way I can afford this event. Man, you could have won it online for $2. Like, stop it.
Yeah.
It's
and that always makes for a great story when you do get satellite qualifiers that get in, and it's an awesome story when like, oh, I spent $20 and now I have $50,000 or something. It's just an awesome.
Do you guys remember Asher Kneff?
Yes.
Yeah. So Ash came. I don't know if it was a Winter Poker Open or not. I don't remember what season of Open it was.
I think it was Winter Poker Open.
Right. So he online qualified, right? Yeah. Right, Ant? He online qualified. He came in. He won like one of the earlier events. Got back up to his hotel room after he had been like celebrating and drinking. Misclicked into a 1K championship qualifier, and then won his seat there, and then won that championship. It was like the craziest story.
Yeah.
Like,
how do you get so lucky? Yeah.
Come on, it was skill.
No, but it does happen. So it's it's cool when you see it, and everyone roots for those stories. It's the underdog story. Everyone loves that, seeing someone that turns $20 into a ton of money. I mean, that's the dream. So yeah, no, that's awesome. I'm super excited for this.
Really cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to move days around to get there as much as I can. I got a couple days laid out that I'll definitely be popping in for sure. And I'm going to try to work around some scheduling stuff to try to get out some more. So I
hope so. I hope I see you guys.
We'll definitely be there. Yeah, for sure. We're looking forward to the official drop happening. If you're watching this, it's happened. He and I have already discussed a future podcast. We're going to cover a little bit more in depth of the schedule. We're going to go over the structures like we have in the past. So I know a lot of people out there want to know, how many chips they're starting with, stuff like that. And we really like to dive a little bit deeper into like the value between the two. So we're looking forward to getting the structure sheet. But we really thank you for coming on with us and giving us like kind of the exclusive drop. We are homegrown guys. We're local. New Jersey boys. Borgata is kind of our home base. We talk about it all the time.
Borgata, I always tell people Borgata is my home base. Like that's always. Yeah. Even though I live closer to
guys.
Yeah. Even though I live closer to Philly, Borgata is always my home field. Like always.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to pay a Walt Whitman Bridge toll when you come this way.
No, I'm in New Jersey. But I mean that's where we started. That was the first poker room. Well, when it was downstairs back in the day, in the basement, that was the first time I ever played was at Borgata. So it's been my home base since day one.
The first time I ever went all in a cash game was at Borgata. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Hey, remember Ghostbusters? Oh, I remember.
Wait, did you win or did you lose?
Listen, back then I was a total nitball. Like I wound up hitting like the absolute nuts, and I was like, I'm all in, and that was it. Like, and it was like the very first time because for years I played strictly like no limit, like 2-4, 3-6, then moved up to 6-12.
Or limit.
Sorry, limit.
Right,
sorry.
Two.
Yeah.
Yes. Two to call.
Yes.
Two to call.
Yeah. So bringing it back.
That's where I learned too. I learned on a 2-4 game here at Borgata downstairs. That's where I learned. That's where I fell in love with poker. So I'm glad that Borgata kind of has that place in all of our hearts, right? Yeah, it's kind of cool to think where we are now. So
definitely does. All right, yeah. So thank you again, like Brian said, and everyone listening, please follow, subscribe, comment for more future stuff coming. We'll drop whenever we can, and every month we drop a new episode. And you can also check us out on YouTube where we put clips and different forms of content up. But we'll also be at the Borgata, so feel free to say what's up and talk to us about maybe some ideas, or you just want to BS with us. We always like talking poker, obviously. So thank you, and thank you to Great Harbor Digital, our sponsor, as well, and Kellie. I can't thank you enough. So we appreciate you coming on.
Listen, there's going to be so much to do here. I just want everyone out. I want your audience to come and stay with us. Come take home a title. Come take home a glass Borgata trophy. Come take home a pocket full of bounty chips, a big cash payday. It's all waiting for you guys. And sorry it's taken so long, but let's do this. Let's do it.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, everyone.